Guys, I'm so scared. I'm in my garage. I was about to go into my house and I peeked through the door and there was a Demogorgon. I'm literally shaking. Can you see it? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go check again. Here, come with me. Tell me what you see, okay? I'm gonna put you in first. So, what's this gonna look like? Basically, I'm gonna go character by character, and I'm gonna say who I think dies, why I think that, and I just kind of want to go through some general theories that I've seen or that I personally have because I'm so excited about this show. Essentially, what's happening is that they're releasing this season in 3 chunks. I think they're doing 3 episodes on Thanksgiving, 3 episodes on Christmas, and the finale, which I'm assuming is going to be basically a movie, on New Year's. So, sorry to Mr. Turkey and Mr. Santa, but I got plans. Hey! I have the list of characters here and a few notes. So if I'm looking down a little bit, don't feel left out. Don't feel left out. So we're just gonna go through the list in the order that it's on Wiki.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Your mom.
First up, we've got Joyce Byers. I love Joyce. I love her. I think she's only gotten better with time. She was probably one of the best things of the first season, and she just gets better every season. And I do want to say, I feel like they have to kill a few adults, maybe a couple, maybe even just one. But if they're only killing one, I think they're going to go for a big one. And they can't go for Hopper because they already did Hopper's death, got everyone's reaction to it, and then he came back. So it's like, okay, that wouldn't be very rewarding for us as an audience, especially since we've already seen everyone grieve him. So I just don't think that is likely. Speaking of Hopper, I do think that he's going to survive, obviously, and I think it's going to be really emotional to see him grieve Joyce, who I do think will die. Ooh. I'm just going to talk about it. He's not even next on the list, but I'm going to talk about him now. Will, he's connected to the Upside Down. He's connected to Vecna. The only 2 situations that I see for him are either like he's one of the few survivors or he dies, which I would rather see him die. I think a lot of people on the internet would rather see him die. And I just think that it's the right place to go for his character. We have to, I know they were kids when the show started, but we have to kill off some of the main characters. We just do. 11, I'm split on her too, because we've seen her grieve like Hopper when we thought Hopper was dead and that kind of stuff. So I think that it wouldn't be the most rewarding to just watch her go through more pain when a bunch of her friends die. But I also don't know how rewarding it would be to watch her die. I do think it's likely that she sacrifices herself. That just seems like the right place for her character to go to me. But I would not be mad if she survived. Mike. He's another one that I could see going both ways. Is anybody noticing a pattern? But I do think, depending on who else dies, he'll die or live. I'll take stupidest thing that's ever been said for 100. Dustin, this would be a huge emotional gut punch, and I think they know that. So if the story that they've written for this last season requires that level of emotional depth and resonance with the fans, I think they would go there, but I think he's probably one of the safer of the original 6, being like Mike, Dustin, Lucas, Will, 11, Max. Now, speaking of Lucas, I think Lucas is the safest of all of them. I don't think they would kill him. I think to fully finish his character arc, him dying wouldn't be the fulfillment of that. So I don't think it would be very satisfying. And it would also be sad just because, like, Erica's his little sister. We don't want to watch a little girl grieve her also young brother. That's sad. So, also speaking of Erica, I think Erica's safe. They're not killing Erica. And if they do, rest in peace. Literally rest in peace. Wow. Just thinking about that's giving me chills. Max. Max is my G. Max is my G. I need you guys to understand that Max is not only my favorite character in Stranger Things, well, pause, one of my two favorite characters in Stranger Things, but she is in my list of top 10 fictional characters of all time after season 4 because, whoa. Now, I will say she got so much to do in season 4 over so many other characters, which made sense. But I do think that because of that, she will be sidelined this season, and also because of the fact that she is literally paralyzed and blind. But I do think she'll not be paralyzed by the end of the season, but I do think she'll stay blind. That just kind of seems like the vibe of what they do. I could see her sacrificing herself because she feels like she doesn't have much to live for. That's very her character. But I do think that that would be sad. I think it would be emotionally rewarding though if she died. So she's another one where if I can see, like Dustin, if the story needs to go there, I think they would go there and it would be sad, but it would be. And then my other favorite character, Nancy. Yes. So Nancy's been my favorite character since season 1, whereas Max just really took over in season 4. Took over strongly. I'm having a hard time with Nancy, as I am clearly having with many of these characters, because I can see how her dying would benefit the story, but she's one of the ones like Lucas where I don't think the fulfillment of the story they've been building up the last 4 seasons for her would naturally be her sacrificing herself for people or would be her dying. I don't think that that is necessarily the best place to take her character, but if she did, it would be heroic and awesome. And it would make sense because she's been having those visions from Vecna, which, oh, I'm sorry, I have to skip to the next character because I need to talk about those visions from Vecna. So everyone's like, why did Vecna choose Nancy to have these? It feels a little random. So when I tell you this theory, your socks are gonna blow off. Is that the saying? Blow your socks off? Let me know. But basically, Karen Wheeler, right? Mike and Nancy's mom. There's a little theory going around on the internet because the episode titles have been posted for this season that Karen is Vecna's little sister that he tried to kill when we have like the Victor Creel flashbacks in season 4. But because when we see the little sister's body, her jaw isn't, you know, and oh my goodness, that was so aggressive. But yeah, her jaw's not like that, and her bones are all. So people think that maybe she survived. That's why Vecna chose Nancy because he sensed something in Nancy that was similar to him. And that's why people think that Karen's going to have a much larger role in this season. They showed her multiple times in the really short trailer that we got. And one of the episodes is titled The Disappearance of Holly Wheeler, which is Mike and Nancy's little sister and Karen's daughter, who looks exactly like Victor Creel's little sister looked. I want that to happen, and I do think if that's the case, I do think she'll die. But it'll be awesome, and Karen's a great character.
That conversation she has with Nancy, I think in season 3, what a performance. What a performance.
Jonathan. I think Jonathan's probably the safest of the 3 buyers, but I do think out of all of the main characters, he's probably the one that has the least amount of like hardcore fans behind him. So I could see them killing him because it would elicit an emotional response from the audience, but it wouldn't really derail much. Like people wouldn't be like, Steve died. I can't even keep watching. Which, speaking of, I kind of think Steve's dead. I'm sorry. Like, because that's the thing. I think either Dustin or Steve dies, and I don't think they can do both because I think both kind of affect the same group of fans, and if both die, then we don't get the chance to see the other one react to the other one's death. I do think Steve is much more likely. Robin's safe. I think Robin's one of the safest characters. I just don't think they would kill her. It's kind of similar to Jonathan. She has a lot of fans, but I don't think it would get a huge response from the audience in the way that it would. But I could see them, if they do go the route of like a massacre and more of the main characters die than don't, I think I could see them killing her in that instance, because that would be so sad. So sad. Imagine Robin, Dustin, Nancy die, and Steve doesn't. Everyone cried. I cried. You crowed. We all crewed. Oh, Murray, I think, or Murray. It might just be Murray, but I always say Murray. Murray is going. I'm sorry. This man is high on my death list. I might not even include him in my ranking because I genuinely think he's a goner. Those are all the main characters I want to talk about. There are some new characters this season. Now, let me just publicly say, because every season, though few and far between, they always are like, these 4 to 5 people are joining the cast. We're so excited to have them in these new roles. Yay! And then the internet comes out here and is like,
I don't want that at all. I don't want that. I don't want them. I like the characters we already have. I don't want new people.
but then the show comes out and you guys are like, Chrissy, wake up! Be normal. It's necessary for the story, for telling a good story, that they introduce new characters. Also, I do just want to mention, I think Vecna will die by the end of the season, and I think that Mr. Wheeler, I think, also might die. Looking at my list here, if I had to say who I think are the 3 most likely people to die, I'm not counting Murray, okay? Steve is my number 1. I think Steve is gone. I think Joyce is gone, which isn't what I thought I was going to say, but it's what came out of my mouth. And therefore, it's my truth. And I'm going to go 11. Yeah. Steve, Joyce, 11. I think. Who's that 4th one? Max, maybe? No. I think those 3 are gone.
Your mom.
I hope you guys liked that video. Please let me know who you think's gonna die in this season down below. And also, if you're excited for Stranger Things Season 5. It's been a great show. It's so fun to talk about. I hope if they ever do any spin-offs or anything like that, that they take real good care of them and do not mess it up, because, I mean, it's rare these days to get such consistently good content. So I'm really excited about it. Let me know if you liked this video by dropping an actual like and a comment and a share and a subscribe. And if you didn't like it, also do all those things. All right, guys, have a great week. Wow.